Available in stores. Sarah, it's always great to talk to you. You just heard the president's comments there a few seconds ago. What do you make of him continuing to hammer the idea of mail-in ballots?
Well, I think there's certainly concern for a lot of states who have never conducted mail-in voting before and have openly said that it could take days, if not weeks, to count all of those ballots. Even reporting as of today says that Joe Biden's campaign, who has been very supportive of mail-in voting over the past several weeks and months, is now encouraging their voters to vote in person because of what we can expect to be large delays and certainly a difficult process for those who have never, for states who have never conducted mail-in voting prior to this election. Having that type of delay could cause, I think, very much destabilizing our country. Pushing off a week before we know who the winner is could certainly, I think, lead to a lot of people questioning the final result, which I don't think is good for anyone.
Yeah, and we should note that there are states that, will actually be counting ballots 6 days after the election. That's a good point. But, even when the president was asked about committing to a peaceful transfer of power, he brought up again mail-in balloting. Watch this.
Will you commit to making sure that there is a peaceful transferal of power after the election?
Well, we're going to have to see what happens. You know that I've been complaining very strongly about the ballots, and the ballots are a disaster.
Yeah, the critics say he's girding for a fight here. Sarah, your thoughts?
Well, I think the president feels like many Americans that it's not going to matter because he's going to win on Election Day and he'll be serving another 4 years. So I don't think he expects to need to have any type of transfer of power. I think he feels like he's in a good place. Polling this week in several key battleground states like Arizona and Florida have the president ahead. I think he feels good about where he is right now. But again, I do think that there is concern for states who have not conducted this type of mail-in voting before, and having that delay, I think, is going to cause a lot of people to question that final result if we don't know what it is and they don't even finish or in some cases start counting some of the ballots until 6 days after the election takes place.
So the debate is about 5 days away now, and we're told in preparations that Joe Biden is doing intensive preps. The president is doing what he's doing. Politico writes the following here. Trump falls into a trap he's set for Biden. Some on Trump's team are bracing for a humiliating loss at next week's debate after Trump lowered expectations for Biden by mocking his acumen for months. Do you feel like the Trump campaign is lowering expectations for the president's performance?
Well, I think that if Joe Biden doesn't fall asleep on stage, the media will declare him the winner regardless of how well the president does. But let's not forget, President Trump is taking questions almost every single day from the press in a variety of different formats. So he is prepping all the time, whereas Joe Biden has not been doing day in and day out press conferences the way President Trump is. The way I see it, he's prepping every single day. I think he'll do fine. He did a great job in 2016. I do think it's important for him to come out strong, but he isn't just up against Joe Biden. Unfortunately, he's up against the liberal media who want Joe Biden to do well in these debates, and if he doesn't completely blow it, I think they'll declare him the winner no matter how good Donald Trump does on that stage.
Sarah Sanders, good to see you. Thank you.
You bet. Thanks, Trace.
All right, this